people, we're gonna do something that many of you thought that we were never gonna get back on the stream. I know that I start a lot of series and then I kind of like, you know, I just get very impulsive and I start like new series and I never like continue my old ones. But today, everybody, we are actually going to be doing something very fun. We are going to be speedrunning, okay? And I'm gonna be speedrunning from my second account. And I'm gonna start at the rating of 900. So that's the rating that I'm gonna start with. And the plan is going to be to go all the way from 900 to 2100. I will be playing these games in 3+2 though, just so that, you know, there's not as much flagging involved and stuff like that. So I will be playing 3+2 just to give some increment, and I'll be explaining every move. I'll try to do that just so that everybody that is in these rating ranges can, you know, maybe learn something about how they can improve and what it is that their opponents are doing wrong, which they are not seeing, and, you know, which maybe they'll start noticing a little bit more after this speedrun. Okay, so we are playing against an 800 right now. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead and do this. So they're going for E4. I'm gonna be, yeah, okay. They're going for E4 and C5. Knight F3. Okay, so we're going for a Sicilian. And all right, let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna start with playing this. Maybe I'll play some E5 later as well, to be honest. Just because I think that'll be really interesting. No timer for the speedrun. Should I have a timer, guys? Should I have a timer? Maybe that's a good question. Maybe that's a good idea. So bishop b5, they're just trying to attack this one. Okay, I'll have a timer. Okay, all right, I'll have a timer. Okay. Let me go ahead and get a timer. There we go. All right, let's get the game going. I'm so sorry that it's taken so long, people. Okay, we're gonna go queen b6 just to defend this pawn. How are we doing with time? We have, okay, there we go. There we have the time. Here we have this. There we go. Nice. Okay, here we go. Here we have it. So we're going queen b6 just to attack the bishop and the pawn. I'm gonna go ahead and start it. So a4. All right, we're gonna go ahead and go a6. I want to kick this bishop away, and I also want to get these pieces out very quickly. Awesome. Awesome. So we're just gonna have a minute. It's gonna be a little bit less time. I'm gonna add a little bit of music, guys. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay. So the bishop is going to c4. Nice. We're going to go ahead and I want to get my knight up. We want to get these pieces out as fast as possible. So the problem is that if I go knight here, then there's going to be this move. So I'm going to start with going d6 just so that we can get our knight out. And now we see the importance of this bishop not being on this diagonal anymore, because now we can actually go d6 to stop this. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Cool. So yeah, bishop e7. I'm just stopping, you know, this bishop from taking on f6. I don't want them to be able to take it on f6 and destroy your pawn structure. So now I'm gonna castle. Nice. Today I want to get to 1200 at least. So now they're going c3. So they're pressuring this pawn, right? And I have a couple options. I can either take or I can go e5. If I go e5, then the idea is going to be to take with the pawn. And that's probably what I will want to do, because even though this pawn doesn't have any protector, this pawn is actually just going to be, it's going to be very hard to attack that pawn. So they're going b4 now, and this is like a little bit strange, because the moment that they go b4, what they're doing is that they're stopping the protection of this pawn. So now I'm going to take the pawn that is protecting the b4 pawn, just because after a knight takes, I will be able to take this one too. The thing is though that if I take this one, they are gonna have some ideas. Like now this square is gonna be very weak for white, so we need to be a little bit careful. This is not over just because I got a pawn, you know? But at least we've won a pawn in this position. This is very good what they're playing. They're taking, and then putting their knight on d5, just like I was saying before. So that is a very good option. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to go queen here just because I want to get my queen to d8 as fast as possible. We're going to have a messed up pawn structure, but there's not really going to be any big way of attacking our king. So yeah, there we go. We're just going to go ahead and take. Nice. We're not losing on time. This is 3-2, people. This is 3-2. We've got it. It's okay. It's okay. So queen f3, and you see now the importance of us having, you know, the queen in a place that it could come back, because now we can actually go back and just defend everything. So now we can see that their boat is gambiting. They're putting their queen on g4, and that is where we have our bishop. So it's really good to just, you know, yeah, good to know where all of our pieces are. So we're going back to e6. We want to exchange as many pieces as possible. Now we are a full queen up. I am going to destroy their pawn structure. I'm going to go queen c7, put pressure on this pawn, and we're just going to go ahead and just take all of these squares. Now the only thing that we need to think about is to not blunder our queen. Yeah, so there's this check, nothing happens. We just go to h8, and this is going to be a very, very, very safe king here, actually. There's nothing really going on, and now it's just game over. Yeah, he was playing really well. So now we also have this check. You can see that we have this check. It's always good to look at all of these double checks. Not always just take back immediately, you know, looking at all these double checks. And now we can see that the queen is both attacking the king and the rook. So we're going to be getting a rook here as well. And a way of seeing that is just by kind of, you know, looking sometimes in triangles and seeing where all these pieces are and, you know, what color of the square. If both the king and the rook are in dark squares, you can kind of think about, okay, there's probably going to be a fork at some point. So now they're just going for all this. Once again, I'm going to go for the same idea. I just want to exchange as much as I can just to make the game as simple as possible. We don't want to complicate things. All right, so we're going to go, did I say double checks? I meant double attacks. Did I say double checks? Wait. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. Anyway, so now we're just gonna go for this. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna go h6. Oh wait, I could just take that. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna go queen here. I want to go ahead and take here, and then we have a checkmate here. Okay. Okay, awesome. Awesome. All right, there we go, people. So we beat Oscar from Sweden. We were able to beat Oscar from Sweden. But I think that they played really well. I mean, I think that their mistake was to start like making all of their, you know, all of their pawns and stuff kind of weak. Like you could see that when they went before. I don't think it was made in one before, or maybe there was. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe there was a made in one, but I think that the rook was hanging, which is why I went h6. But yeah. But I think that they played really well. I think that the first little mistake was to go b4, you know? I think that was the first little mistake, because you are messing up your pawn structure there. Probably had to wait or, you know, do something else. Maybe go rook b1 and then go for b4. I think this was a little bit early. But this is a great plan. It's just that they just didn't have enough pieces to continue the attack. And then there was this queen g4 thing. And then what's the end goal of the speedrun? The end goal is just for you to learn how to beat these people so that everybody just wins against everybody. That is the end goal. I don't have a score end goal. I want to get to 2100. That is my score end goal. But the ultimate goal of this is just for you to learn stuff. I just want to be able to... What are you speedrunning to? I'm speedrunning to 2100. Okay, we're going to go for the same one. Nice. Wilson, thank you so much for putting your Prime over here. I really appreciate you putting your Prime on this channel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. So, we're just going knight f6. The queen is going to e2. This is very strange. Typically, a queen doesn't go to e2 because it's just blocking the bishop. This bishop will probably have to go to this diagonal, but that doesn't really make a lot of sense in this structure because this whole diagonal is already open. So, this is not really that scary in any single way. What we're going to do is that we're going to go d5. If takes, I'm just going to take with the pawn, with the knight. And now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to bring this knight up over here and see how white takes their pieces out. Awesome. So knight c3, knight c3. Now we can just go ahead and get our pieces going up. So bishop b4, we're pinning. All right. Always important to look at all the pins. Tramposa, thank you so much for resubscribing for 4 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now is the moment where we can kind of think here what exactly we want to do. The threat is to take here and us losing a pawn. So I'm going to start by taking this bishop because, you know, bishops are typically pretty good. And this knight would have to go back anyway. So it's between taking this knight or taking the bishop. And I would rather take the bishop because then, you know, white stays with the same pawn structure. Here, we might actually fix the pawn structure with the other one. So now what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to go queen a5 and keep on all the pressure on this diagonal. And after this, I'm going to castle and try to get my pieces out. This bishop is not fantastic, so we do have some problems with this. So hopefully we can go b6, bishop a6 at some point. That is what we're going to do. So let's see. A3. there's not really any threat right now. I mean, I can just castle. There's no threat going on. If takes, I'll just go ahead and take the rook. There's nothing really going on here. This is, yeah, this is all good. This is all good. Queen bond clouding. The queen was bond clouding. It was some novelty. So now they're going queen c1 just to be able to defend the rook. But now the queen is in an awkward square. So I'm going to go back to e7. And the idea is going to be to go bishop d7 and get, you know, a rook up over here. So I'm going to go queen b6 just to attack this pawn over here. I think that makes sense. If knight here, we might actually consider sacrificing on b4. We might considering. I don't think it works, but, you know. We're going to go bishop d7 once again. And then I'm just going to try to get all my pieces working here. Nice. Hello, Alpine. How are you doing? So bishop e2. Once again, we just want to have our rooks in. I actually want to stay with this rook on f8 because my plan is to go f6 to break the center. This center is very strong. Our bishops don't have any movement. A fantastic way to play against this e5 and d4 structure is to go f6 just because actually your pieces are going to be like very, or your king is still going to be very safe because these two pawns are still defending the king. This is the only pawn that is pushed. And typically, as long as you've only pushed one pawn in front of the king, it's okay. So, now we can go ahead and take here. And this pawn is going to become a big weakness. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. This is looking good. So, we're just taking this one. And we're going to see how they take back. So, we have a couple different options. We could either take back here or we could take that one. I think it makes more sense to take this one. Although then the issue is that this bishop is hanging, so it doesn't make more sense. Doesn't make more sense, guys. I'm kidding. You see, we have to think and look at all of these different things. Yeah, awesome. So now I'm thinking of going bishop e8, bishop g6, just to activate our bishop through this diagonal. Our bishop is very bad over here. It's not really doing anything. And now, once again, we can see just how important it is to have our pieces in active squares. Now we're just going to be going from having a horrible bishop on d7 to winning an exchange with that. Awesome. Awesome. Beautiful. So the queen is going up to b5. They're trying to exchange, but you typically don't want to exchange when you are material down. I'm actually going to start by taking this knight, and now I'm still threatening to take the rook. Being a piece up is better than just being an exchange up. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Thinker Teacher. Awesome. This is looking good. I'm happy to hear that, Amo. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy, yeah, happy that you guys are liking this and feel like you're learning something and learning some ideas. That is the most important part. I just want you to come out as, you know, even better chess players than what you already are. So we're going to go rook c2 just to get our rook to a second rank. It's a very active and good rook right now. We're threatening this bishop, and we're also, whoops, with some, guys, don't pre-move like I did. I was just going to show that we're also, with some x-rays looking at f2. So yeah, I was about to pre-move at a mistake, but, and now I think that the way that we're going to do it is that I'm going to go bishop d3. I'm going to attack this rook. I want to see where this rook goes, and then I'm going to go bishop e4. So after the idea of bishop e4 is that if this bishop moves, we're going to take here. And if bishop takes, then this rook is not defending on f2 anymore. So we're just going to take it. And there's going to be so many checkmate ideas. So the idea of bishop d3 was just to kind of deviate that rook to going somewhere else. And now we can just go ahead and take everything. And this is probably going to be quite bad for my opponent. So rook here. And bishop, oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna start with this and then we're gonna see. I don't think we have anything immediately. Yeah, nice. Nice. Awesome, let's go ahead and do this. Cool. So the rook is going up over here. And I am just going to go rook here and threaten checkmate. That's the plan. That is the plan. Awesome. Yeah, so we're... I just want to be able to... Okay, we're just going to go rook here and exchange. I typically wouldn't want to do it, but because we were so many pieces up and everything, I think it's fine. Okay, now we're just checkmating. That was the idea. Maybe I could have gone with the rook to the whole other side. I think. Anyways, this was good. I just wanted to checkmate them, but we were able to do it anyways. Awesome. Awesome. Good, good, good. Well, that's a +8. That is a +8, everybody. All right, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. So what I'm realizing is that these people are playing really well. They're playing well the opening, but what is happening is that most of these are kind of making the mistakes in the middle games. That's what I'm realizing at this level. Most people are making the mistakes in the middle games. Like, there's been a lot of tactics that have been missed in the middle games. Like, for instance, the fact that this knight is hanging. Or later on that after bishop here, you know, that there is this issue with f2. All these kind of things. So that is kind of what I am realizing right now. But yeah. Okay. All right, people, let's go ahead and do it then. All right, let's go ahead. But they're, yeah, it's because they're learning openings instead of learning tactics. And I think that is the #1 thing you shouldn't do. I think that you should learn tactics before openings, especially at this level. Okay, so we're getting an England gambit, everybody. D4, E5. Why is there a big square over there? Or not square, that's a circle. That's a circle. That's a circle. Why is there a circle? Anyways. So, yeah, so they're playing the England gambit against us. We're gonna go ahead and try to win against this. So we're gonna go knight f3 and just go ahead and take this. Thank you so much, Charm Veins. Thank you so much for putting your prime over here. That makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. So we're going for d6. We're gonna go ahead and take here. Nice. And now, everybody, is this the Stafford? Is this the Stafford, chat? Are they playing the Stafford against me? The idea is that if takes... then there's going to be bishop takes f2, and after king takes, my queen is gonna be hanging. I guess it's not the Stafford. I don't even know what the Stafford is. I'm gonna go knight here just to defend my queen. So bishop goes back to d6, and now I'm gonna go e4 to then go e5 and play very aggressively. Okay. Let's see. Maybe bishop e3. I don't know what the Stafford is. I thought the Stafford is aligned in the Petrov. It probably is. Is this the... I felt like Eric Rosen played this a lot, though. Is this the Rosen line? Okay. So, knight goes up to c6. We're going to go ahead and castle. We just want to castle as fast as possible. Awesome. Oh, both are Rosen things? Okay. What is Okay. Okay, so h6, all right. H6, we're just gonna go h3 just to get some. Oh, this is the England Gambit trap which Rosen made a video on. It has like 500k views. That's why I'm saying this is the Rosen line. Okay, so takes, we're just gonna take back with the bishop. We're just gonna take back with the bishop. The knight is going up here. Look at how beautiful, beautiful this knight is. And now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go queen d2, stopping the knight from going up here. Alright, so we're just having lots of protection on this knight. We're gonna go ahead and bring the rooks to the center. I think that they're playing this... Okay, I was just saying I think that they're playing this well. Here the issue is that they're blundering a knight. So really important, people, don't put your pieces in squares where they can be taken by several pieces. That is not something you want to do when you play chess. So I think that honestly, that is like the #1 thing. Like if you're wondering how to get better at chess, that's the #1 thing to like do. Like don't blunder pieces. Like I know it sounds very easy to say, but actually, like, really putting the same effort in trying to not blunder pieces like many people put in learning openings is 100% the way of improving at chess in this level. Anyway, so knight d5, I'm just trying to take use of these squares. After going h6 and g5, this is typically bad to do because you're weakening your king so much. So I'm very happy that they've gone h6 and g5. We're going to go for this check, and we're going to be able to infiltrate the king side very quickly. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see. So I think that I'm gonna go e5 just because I want to get this bishop up to e4 and I want to take this whole diagonal. I want to make this bishop a little bit more useful than what it is. Yeah. Awesome. The more pieces can take my queen, the more comfortable I feel. Good job, man, Monk. The way it should be. So now the idea, what they're doing is that they're just trying to take this one. So what we are going to do is that if we're... Yeah, this is fine, actually. We're just going to go rook e1. And the idea is that if knight takes, and then this actually doesn't work because after knight takes, we have this check, and then we're just going to take here. So we always have this escape square. So you see, guys, this is the difference. Now, our beautiful knight is on the other side of the army. Ooh, guys, don't put your king and queen on the same diagonal either when there's a bishop of that color, because then things like this happen, and then, you know, boom, you have this. Awesome. I'm not sure, Rox. I'll talk to chess.com, but they said that they were going to be giving it back. So. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. Alright, so there we have this. We're going to go ahead and just go and take with the rook. Because I don't really want to... I really like our knight here. I think that our knight is doing good. Yeah. I definitely think so. Nice. H5, let's see. I'm gonna go queen f3 just to, you know, be able to take that one and put some pressure on that stuff over there. And also at some point we might be able to go knight d7 and then just allow our queen to come in here. Awesome. So now we can just go ahead and go for this queen check, and after king here we're gonna have this checkmate. Wonderful. It's looking good. Awesome. All right, GG, GM Chaw. Thank you so much for the game. Thank you. I can't believe, is it supposed to take 2 hours to get 100 points of rating? Is it supposed to take 2 hours? Or is it just me? Am I like the slowest speedrunner ever? I don't know if it's just me or if this is the time it's supposed to take. I am the slowest speedrunner ever, right? This is why speedrun should be renamed chill run. Yeah, it should be. Maybe we should call this the chill run. The chill run. I kind of like it. It sounds like children though, which kind of makes it a bit weird, but chill run.